It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack.
These are some really simple recipes. So for the tuna mac, I am boiling a pot of water. Just bring your water to a boil, and then you're going to toss in 2 boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese, or you can use any kind of generic mac and cheese.
Seeing monsters at your window. No, you
Here you'll see me adding 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese. If you only want to make half the recipe, then just add one of everything that I'm adding in, because I'm also going to add a few more ingredients after the mac and cheese is cooked, and I'm going to cook it as normal as stated on the instructions on the box. The main purpose for me making these videos to show them to you is simply to give you ideas for things that you can make out of stuff that you might have around your house already.
pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarm and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, yeah, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army.
Here you'll see me adding some shortening to my skillet. You can also add oil. You can use either shortening or oil, but I was running low on oil, which is what I normally would use, so I finished it off with a little bit of shortening.
Filled up with landmines, we will face it, standing side by side. You know I'll come running.
I really don't have a good name for this dish, so I'm just gonna call it beans, ham, and potatoes, for lack of a cute and catchy name for it.
Pick up my sword, yeah.
So you're gonna wanna add 1 onion chopped up into your grease when it's hot. And then we'll be adding other ingredients to it. I have, if you can see it up in the top left hand corner, I have sliced up some ham for this recipe. So you're just simply going to let your onions soften. Here you'll see me stirring the macaroni and cheese. It is almost done. So we'll get that drained and back in the pot so we can add our other stuff to it.
Leading the charge, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath
Adding the ham to the onions.
that you're me.
I'm gonna give that a good stir. This may look like I have a lot of fat in my pan, but you're gonna need that so you can fry up your potatoes and your green beans.
Fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the.
So I've added everything to the skillet, including my potatoes and green beans, and I'm gonna let that fry up a little bit before I add the seasonings to it. And once again, I'm giving the macaroni a stir so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. You're going to want to stir it periodically, but I'm sure that you all know how to prepare mac and cheese. It's like the easiest thing in the world.
Reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
I would say fry your green beans, potatoes, and ham for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then you're gonna add your garlic powder and your salt and pepper. And then I just, like I said, turn down the heat and put a lid on it if you have one available. If not, you can still cook it. But I put a lid on it and I'm going to let it simmer for about 15 minutes or so.
Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Personally, I like my mac and cheese a little bit overcooked. But what I'm going to do is add some butter and the cheese packets to the pot with my drained macaroni. And like I said, you're going to follow the instructions on the box. You can make any modifications that you like with your mac and cheese. I normally don't add milk to mine.
Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
So we are just going to give these green beans and potatoes a nice little stir. This is to ensure that they don't stick to the pan. I am using a stainless steel pan and they are notorious for sticking. We'll just cover them back up with our lid and let them continue to cook while I add the rest of the stuff to the tuna mac. I put 2 cans of peas, and you can use whatever kind of peas you want. You can use frozen, you can use canned, it really doesn't matter. But I'm also adding canned tuna, and I put 2 cans of that into it. And what you're gonna do when you get all of this in the pot is you're gonna mix it up really well. So of course, let's add a bit of seasonings to it. I added a little bit of garlic powder and some salt and pepper. And the flavor that I got from adding these 3 things was amazing. I really like this dish. It is so simple, it is so easy. And if you like tuna and you like macaroni and cheese, you are going to love it. So like I said, just give that a mix. Get everything incorporated. As you can see, my noodles are overcooked, but that is how I like them. If you don't like it that way, then you do it however you please. You can also use this tuna mac as a complete meal for your family. And if you want, you can pair it with the green beans, ham, and potatoes. But you can also make that as a complete meal for your family. I made them both together because I like to have lots of leftovers to serve my family the next day. But you can do it as you like. Luckily for me, the tuna mac and the green beans and potatoes were finished around the same time. And I'm going to get these plated up and show them to you. And voila, here is the tuna mac. This was really, really good. We really enjoyed it, and I hope you will try it and enjoy it as well. The ham, green beans, and potatoes was fantastic. We all loved it, and I hope that you will try this one too. It's so easy, so simple. I mean, anybody can make this recipe.
It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack.